Hello beautiful people, it's Bridget, welcome back. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be unfiltered opinions on new makeup releases. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, before we get started, all these things are my own personal opinions, and if we disagree on something, that's perfectly fine. Makeup is personal taste, and now, let's get started. Okay, so first, there's a whole bunch of stuff getting launched from Pixie Beauty, which is a brand I adore very much. So a bunch of the stuff I haven't seen before, like these pearls and these gold sprays and some of the eyeshadow palettes. Now their eyeshadows aren't my favorite thing in the world, but I must say one of their new things that I tried I really do like is the T-Zone peel-off mask. I usually hate peel-off masks. They hurt. They're very painful. I don't like them, but this one is like a silver, and I've been putting it on my nose lately, and it works real well and it doesn't hurt. So yeah, that's the new stuff from Pixie that I like is that. And I also tried the new Milky Spray. It's awesome. This next thing is from Shop Peachy Queen, which I haven't heard of before, but this is a 90s baby eyeshadow palette. It's cute. It's definitely like a 90s aesthetically pleasing palette for sure. I like all the like little Furbies and the games and the trolls and stuff on it, but I personally don't think I'd buy this palette just because it's all shimmers. It's cool, it's very aesthetically pleasing, but I don't know. I'm not an all shimmer person. If it was more mattes in there, I'd totally be into it. And the color scheme is everything, but I think this is more of like a collectible palette than something I'd use on a daily basis. Okay, so next up is from Kat Von D Beauty. There are two new mini Everlasting liquid lipsticks. They're $11 each. The colors are okay. They're not anything like super special or fun looking. There's also a lipstick kit and a Crush on Blush duo. The Crush on Blush duo, the colors are nice, but they're nothing revolutionary. The ombre lip kit doesn't do anything for me. This just seems like should have been a holiday gift set with all of it together, because I don't know, it just doesn't intrigue me any. Next up is from Melt Cosmetics. This is a new eyeshadow stack. This is a shape shift eyeshadow stack with 4 different shades. I've said before, like, I think it's really cool and innovative, the Melt stack packaging. I just think it'd be really impractical to store if you have so much makeup. So it is kind of weird. I prefer just the regular eyeshadow palettes, which are always limited edition for some reason, and they're so pretty, and super expensive. But these colors in the shape shift stack look really cool. Like, they look like they could change your whole look really easily. I like the colors. I just kind of wish they were in a palette form. Next up is an announcement that isn't a new release, it's just adding some new shades, which they really needed to because I've been wanting to try this product forever. This is the Born This Way concealer, which everyone raves about. Some people use this over the Shape Tape now, which is insanity to me because Shape Tape is my life. But now they're adding new shades. They're adding some new darker shades and lighter shades, which is awesome, and I'm super excited to try this out. If you guys have tried this concealer out, let me know if it's really worth the hype, because if it's like medium coverage, I'm not interested, but people say it's like good coverage. I don't know how long I've had lipstick on my teeth, I apologize. So this next thing is from Stila. It is Beauty Boss glosses. There's 12 shades and they're $15 each. It just seems like a lot of packaging. Like, there's a lot of clear on the outside and like a little bit of product on the inside, and the product, you know, is just like the wand on the inside and like a little bit of gloss around it. It needs to be bigger, I think, because glosses can't be that expensive to make, so like it doesn't seem like that much product. Okay, so next up is something I want to know what you guys think. This is the preview for the Game of Thrones and Urban Decay collection. First of all, that's yes, exactly what I want. I think I even made a prediction like a couple months back about Game of Thrones collection with a makeup brand. I would love to see that with Game of Thrones and Lorac. I think that'd be amazing. So this is going to launch in April. We don't know what the products are yet, but I'm interested if you guys are going to buy it. You know, Urban Decay stuff that usually goes on half price, but Game of Thrones is so popular that it might not go on half price before it disappears. I want to know if you guys are going to buy it at full price or if you're going to wait and see if it goes on sale, because that's one of those things. Urban Decay limited edition collections go on half price before they go away. But if they're always sold out because Game of Thrones and Game of Thrones is a big deal, I want to know if like you think it's gonna be there or not. Okay, so this is something that is already out, and I wish I knew it was in stores. I thought it was just online, and I could have just went to store and got it. But this is the ColourPop and Disney Villains collection. Oh my god. Okay, like that's everything. Just the name, the Disney Villains and ColourPop collection, that's everything. I bought a highlighter, the Corolla highlighter, and the palettes to review. But the whole collection itself is really cool. Like the lipsticks are kind of like, give me some fun, cool, villain, crazy colors. But everything looks really cute, and the packaging is just, oh my gosh, the packaging. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm a little bit like, about the palette. I love the packaging for the palette, so I had to have it. It's $22. But some of the colors, I'm like, wish there was more mattes in it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Next up is from BH Cosmetics, and this is their new festival palette. So last year they put out a weekend festival palette, and now they're putting out the color festival palette. I just saw this in Kohl's yesterday. This is $18, normally priced at $20. It's on $18 right now. Like BH Cosmetics puts their stuff on sale all the time, so you can always get it for cheaper than original affordable price they have. But this looks so cute. The brush set looks really cute too. When I saw it in person, it didn't really speak to me. It's a lot of shimmers and like a couple mattes here and there, yeah. It didn't really speak to me per se, but the packaging is beautiful. And it's definitely worth the price, for sure. Next up is from Stila. These are 2 eyeshadow palettes. It's 12 shades for $52. That's a lot of money for 12 shades. I actually don't hate the color schemes in these palettes. I really like the ones with like the blues and the purples in it more than the other one. But $52 for 12 shades is kind of craziness. And for me, I just feel like Stila packaging, a lot of it is really pretty and a lot of the products are good. But I feel like I just think of fingerprints whenever I look at their packaging. Like, you're going to see fingerprints all over that palette. It's going to be gross. And $52 for 12 shades? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Next up is from Zoeva Cosmetics. This is the Melody collection. This packaging, overall aesthetic is so cute. But I kind of despise the colors in this palette. And I've never said that. Usually, like, whatever Zoeva is putting out, I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. I love it. But this one, I'm just kind of like, okay, it's a nudes palette with a purple in it. Meh. It doesn't really do it for me. I don't know. The packaging is beautiful, though. I mean, but the palette itself, I would never reach for it. I don't think I'd ever use that in my life. But it is really cute. Also, can we talk about Trend Mood's page for a second? Can you imagine how much money they're making? Like Trend Mood, let alone being like sponsored. I've heard, I don't know exactly what page they were talking about. One company told me that people charge upwards of $2,000 for an Instagram story. I don't know who does that. It could be Trend Mood. I don't know. But every Trend Mood page, like when you go on Facebook or on Instagram or anything, they always have a link to the sale they're talking about or like the deal they're talking about if it's already out, and it's always a magic link. Like they shortened it to make it look like a bit.ly, like a bit link, but it's a magic link. And then they get a commission for everything you buy after you click that link. So they tell you about the new release and then they make money from it. Like that's smart as shit on their end. But I feel like a lot of people didn't know that. Yeah, every like link is an affiliate link when you click on a Trend Moods link if you go have like Facebook or whatever, or on Twitter. I just can't imagine how much money they make, because like everyone goes to their page to see the new releases, they click on it, they buy the sale they really want, and then like they're making money. They're making money. Okay, so this brand is not cruelty-free, it is MAC Cosmetics, but I wanted to talk about this for a second because I had no idea this was MAC just scrolling past it. This is a new collab with someone named Douglas. I don't know him, I'm sorry. This palette though looks like a Dose of Colors palette or like a ColourPop palette or maybe like, I don't know, it does not look like a MAC palette. It does not. It's very confusing to the eyes to think and be like, this is MAC. It's kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there for a second. Do you guys think it looks like a MAC palette? Or maybe I'm just thinking too far into it. But I see Dose of Colors when I see that palette. Okay, wow. I was like, this is cool, and then I saw the price tag. Okay, so this is the new Tatcha product. It is the Ageless Renewal Revitalizing Neck Cream. It is $99.98, available on QVC. So it's $100. However, okay, that's the crazy price. But it's very smart to have a neck cream be a really good product. Like, you're already a very luxurious, fancy skincare line. A neck cream is something more people need to do because honestly, when you're like moisturizing your face, some people skip their neck. And I feel like your neck will age you a lot. So if you don't take care of it, it'll make you look older when you get older. So I think it's pretty smart to start putting out neck creams. Like if anyone else, maybe slightly a lot more affordable than Tatcha, wants to put out neck creams, I'll buy that. I'll buy a neck moisturizer to make myself look younger for longer. That sounds cool. Okay, so next was something I've been asked about a lot because you guys know I review all the Jeffree Star stuff, and this is the Blue Blood palette. I haven't done like a unfiltered opinion since this like reveal came out. I love the palette. The palette looks beautiful. I'm just a little bit nervous because blues can be either a really good formula and they nailed it, but some can come off really patchy, just like some of the problems people experienced with the like subculture palette where it kind of disappears in the eyes. Blues can be kind of tricky like that, or they can be absolutely stunning. So I definitely want to buy Blue Blood and see how it performs. Blue Blood. It's just like a tongue twister for some reason, but I want to see how it performs. I am slightly optimistic just because his last couple palettes have been good, but the packaging is like really bulky. Like it's really big. I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, so next up, I love this. This is the new Carity eyeshadow palette. It says, let's take it back to the 90s. This is called Come As You Are, which awesome title for an eyeshadow palette. I love this. This looks so cute. You know that neon yellow green color in there is calling my eye. I also think some of the darker colors, like the dark blues and stuff, are a little bit unique for being a darker shade. I think it looks so fun and I would love to try this palette out. It's $25 and Carity formula, like I think it's worth it. Like a couple of palettes haven't been my favorite, but like their last palette, the Picante palette, I really liked, so this looks so pretty. And lastly, let's talk about the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta, since a lot of you guys know I do like monthly videos on like sales and deals for makeup and stuff, but I already did March's before this thing like was fully announced. So let's start talking about it for a second. The only deals that I thought were like a really good deal for the Ulta sales that I like paid attention to the most, or I was gonna think about buying, the Dose of Colors palette on the 18th was half price. The Friendcation palette was on sale for $27.50. That was an excellent deal. I already had it and I think it's even worth the $55. Like I am a cheap person. But that palette is beyond beautiful. And then the other thing that I personally am going to buy, is the only thing I'm going to buy from this sale, is on April 3rd, and it is the Cover FX Perfect Powder on sale for half price. So it's like $17.50 instead of $34. I'm definitely picking up one, maybe two. It's my favorite setting powder and it's really good. So for $17, if you haven't tried it, definitely pick it up. It comes in 2 shades, I believe, and it's really nice. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please let me know one thing down below that you are interested in or like really excited for it to come out. For me, I'm excited for the Blue Blood palette, but it is pretty pricey. And then something else that I'm really excited for is to just receive the ColourPop and Disney palette. I want to see like the highlighter in person. I want to see the palette in person, just see how they look and how they perform. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!